It is the largest case of public assistance fraud Brown County investigators say they have ever seen, and it was uncovered thanks to a Fox 11 on special assignment report. Tonight, Fox 11 on special assignment will take a closer look at the case, and Robert Hornacek is here with a preview. Good morning.
Good morning, Rachel. You know, last May we did our first story when talking about how investigators were putting a new focus on public assistance fraud. And after that story aired, several tips came in, and investigators say one of those tips uncovered what they're calling the largest case they've ever seen. Over a 7-year period, 29-year-old Green Bay resident Stephanie Ames allegedly received more than $123,000 in taxpayer-funded benefits prosecutors say she was not entitled to. Now, there's not been a final ruling in this case about whether Ames committed any wrongdoing because the case is still working its way through the legal system. But according to the criminal complaint filed in the case, investigators claim while Ames was receiving benefits, she said she was living with just her 4 children. But prosecutors claim Ames' fiance and the father of their 4 children was living there all along. Now, Ames has pleaded not guilty to the charges against her, and her attorney says there's simply been a misunderstanding. She'll be back in court next month. We'll have the full story tonight on Fox 11 News at 9.
Well, you said at the beginning of that it had been going on for 7 years. How could it go on that long?
Well, investigators say they really rely on the information that comes in from the public and the information that an applicant provides at the beginning of the process. And they say if no red flags pop up on the application, they don't investigate it any further. And in this case, investigators say Ames had 18 chances to provide accurate information over the years. And it wasn't until that tip came in that they really took a closer look at the case.
So is the county doing anything about fraud?
Yeah, we focused our last story on how they've beefed up their investigation unit by adding a sheriff's deputy to work specifically on fraud. That happened about a year ago, but then again just last month they added a second deputy to that unit. And there's also investigators in the Human Services Department. There they have 2 fraud specialists. They work with 30 caseworkers, but those caseworkers handle 17,000 total public assistance cases. And they also have to try to identify fraud, and they do say that there's just a very small percentage of those 17,000 cases have fraud that they identify.
So finding it amongst all of those is going to be tough.
Yep.
All right, so your full report tonight at 9?
Yep.
Thanks, Robert. We'll be right back. You're watching Good Day, Wisconsin.